This good? My name's Steve Shaffer. I've been going to this parish since I was 4, I think. Grew up here. Met my wife at Santa Margarita High School, my wife Megan. Yeah, and then we've been back here for quite some time, going to Solano. And I've got 3 kids and a baby girl on the way. I learned about Alpha just by seeing all the announcements each week at Mass on the wall, and probably for a couple months before Alpha started. And it probably took a couple months of hitting me on the head with it for me to get comfortable enough to actually sign up. I'm not sure I really knew what to expect going into Alpha. They said it was a place to ask questions. So mostly I just kind of had hope that it would provide some sort of value to my faith. You know, I grew up Catholic, I'm a cradle Catholic, and so I knew a lot of things about the faith, but at that point in my life, maybe a year ago, I was wrestling with certain issues or certain questions I had. And so I was hoping it would at least be a place for me to personally work those out, or maybe just think for, an hour a week by myself. It ended up being so much more than that, but that was kind of my hope going in. It was incredibly welcoming. It was like surprisingly welcoming. But they had a group that I was put with, people mostly like in my kind of similar stage of life and that kind of thing, which was really cool. I got to meet a bunch of people. That was the unexpected thing, was I got to meet people in the parish who were like me and that I've been able to make friends with and get a sense of community. So that was really cool. And then the content itself, like we'd watch a video each week and then we'd discuss it in our groups. That's the basic format. And the discussion with my group was just really life-giving. And the longer Alpha goes on, the more you get to know people and the deeper those discussions get. Alpha really surprised me in a unique way. I don't think I've seen anything in the Catholic Church that lives up to the message of all are welcome as well as Alpha did. It's really accessible. I met people there who are lifelong Catholics. I met people there who are grappling with issues. I met people there for whom it was really hard to set foot inside a church. And the fact that you don't actually have to do that in order to come to Alpha, they don't hold it in the church, is really important for some people. And it's helped me to feel more comfortable asking questions about my faith, and then to give me kind of a map of where to go for those answers and how to continue growing. Because of all of that, it's helped me show up as a better leader of my family and feel like I'm really a good Catholic leader to my family. I would say up until Alpha, this still felt like my parents' parish to some extent. And since going to Alpha, I've met people, I've gotten involved more, and it's really started to feel like my parish instead of just my family's parish. I would encourage you, whether you're not Christian, whether you're questioning things, whether you haven't been to church in 10 years, I've met people at Alpha in all these situations who were really impacted by it. And so I would encourage really anybody to sign up. To put a cherry on top of all of it, they've got free food, they have childcare, they just take care of everything for you. And so show up Tuesday night, come to the parish, show up. That's what it feels like. It feels like show up and you're here and you're part of the family, and we're gonna have a good time for a couple hours. I just say if there's this nagging feeling, like there's something that's tugging on you, like you feel like, yeah, that sounds like something I might be interested in, just sign up. It's probably going to be a good experience for you. I wasn't gonna put that on tape, there's free booze and, and free food, and it's good food.